There comes a quiet moment in life when we look in the mirror and realize we're not 60 anymore, not even 70. We've crossed into a chapter that very few talk about honestly, life after 80. People smile and say, age is just a number. But for many elders, behind those smiles is pain, fatigue, loss, and often a deep feeling that the world doesn't quite understand what it means to age this far. If you're in your 80s or caring for someone who is, this video is for you, not to scare you, not to sugarcoat things either, but to speak gently and truthfully, the way a good doctor would, about the real challenges that come after 80 and what you can do to face them with strength, dignity, and hope. In today's video, we'll talk about 7 truths of aging past 80 that most people avoid. We'll cover physical, emotional, and social changes that can feel overwhelming, but are more manageable when understood. This is Fit Elder, and if you believe in growing older with wisdom, grace, and practical care, hit that subscribe button. You're not alone, and this space is for you. Number 1, your body moves slower, and that's okay. Let's start with the most obvious change. Your body doesn't move the way it used to. Getting out of a chair takes effort. Climbing stairs, that might feel like a mountain. And even simple tasks like tying shoes or opening jars can take twice as long. Now, some people get frustrated with this. They push themselves harder, or worse, they give up entirely. But here's what I tell my older patients. Slowing down doesn't mean you're broken. It means your body is conserving energy wisely. After 80, your muscles lose strength faster, especially if you're inactive. Joints may ache, balance becomes trickier, and reaction time slows, making falls more dangerous. But there's hope. You don't need to become a marathon runner. Gentle movement every day, like walking, light stretching, or seated exercises, can protect your mobility far better than rest alone. And more importantly, accept the pace your body sets. Moving slowly is not a weakness, it's wisdom in motion. Honor your body by listening to it, because at this age, being kind to yourself isn't optional, it's necessary. Number 2, friendships shrink, loneliness grows. One of the hardest truths after 80 is saying goodbye. Friends you grew up with, siblings, partners, many are no longer here, and suddenly your world feels quieter, smaller. Loneliness becomes a heavy companion. It's something very few talk about, because no one wants to admit they feel forgotten or invisible. But you're not alone in this feeling. Studies show that people over 80 often face deep emotional isolation. Even if family visits once a week, or you're in a community, the day-to-day still feels empty. So what can help? Start small. Call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a senior group, even if it's virtual, or just a weekly card game. And most importantly, speak up. Let your loved ones know that you still need connection, not just care. You deserve more than just help. You deserve companionship. Loneliness is not weakness. It's a natural human need for love, attention, and community. And the good news is, you can still build bonds, even in your 80s. But it takes courage to reach out, and you're stronger than you think. Number 3, sleep isn't the same anymore. If you've noticed your sleep changing, you're not imagining it. After 80, the brain's sleep cycle naturally shifts. You may fall asleep earlier, wake up more during the night, or rise before the sun, and it's frustrating, especially if you wake up still feeling tired. But here's the truth. This isn't insomnia, it's biology. Older adults spend less time in deep sleep, the stage where the body repairs itself. You may also wake up more often due to prostate issues, bladder changes, or pain. So how do you adapt? Don't chase perfect sleep. Instead, focus on rest. Create a bedtime routine that signals calm, soft music, warm lighting, a light stretch, or even journaling. Avoid caffeine late in the day, and don't be afraid of short daytime naps, as long as they don't interrupt your night. And remember, needing less sleep doesn't mean you're less healthy. Your body's rhythm is just different. Give it what it needs, not what it used to need. Number 4, your memory will change. One day, you might forget a name. Another day, where you placed your glasses. It's easy to start thinking, is this dementia? Am I losing myself? But not every memory slip is a disease. After 80, Some cognitive slowdown is completely normal. It's called age-associated memory impairment, and it doesn't mean you're not sharp. It just means your brain takes a little longer to recall things. Think of it like a well-used library, full of books, stories, and experiences. Sometimes it just takes longer to find the right page. That said, if memory problems begin affecting daily life, like forgetting people close to you or getting lost in familiar places, it's important to speak to your doctor. Early support matters. To keep your mind active, do what brings you joy. Puzzles, reading, games, learning something new. Even laughter helps. Your wisdom didn't disappear. It's still there, just a bit slower coming out. And that's okay, because every story worth telling takes time. Number 5. Doctors, medications, and overwhelm. By 80, most people are juggling more pills than they can count. Blood pressure, diabetes, pain, sleep. The list grows longer. And with that, so do doctor appointments. 1 week, it's your heart. The next, your joints. It's exhausting. And sometimes, it feels like no one sees the full picture. Here's what I tell my patients. You have every right to feel overwhelmed. But don't give up. You are your own best advocate. Ask questions. Bring a family member to appointments. Keep a medication list and update it regularly. If something feels off, speak up. And remember, not every pill is necessary forever. Sometimes, simplifying your treatment can actually improve your health. You deserve a care team that listens, explains, and adjusts things based on you, not just your age. Your body may be complex, but your care should be clear, compassionate, and human. Number 6. People start talking around you, not to you. Have you ever noticed people start talking to your caregiver instead of you? They lower their voice, simplify words, or avoid eye contact, as if you're not there. It's called elder speak, and it's more common than you think. But let me say this clearly. You are still a person. You deserve to be spoken to, not spoken over. Aging doesn't take away your mind, your opinions, or your voice. And while hearing loss or slower responses might make conversations harder, that doesn't make them less important. Speak up. Remind people, kindly but firmly, I can answer for myself. And if someone ignores that, it says more about them than it does about you. We must teach the world that aging doesn't mean disappearing. It means being wiser, not lesser. And your voice? It still matters, more than ever. Number 7. The fear of losing control. This is perhaps the hardest truth of all. As we age, we slowly lose control over things we once handled with ease. Driving, cooking, climbing stairs, even managing our own money. And with each loss comes a deeper fear. What if I become a burden? What if I lose my independence? Let me tell you something. Needing help does not mean you failed. You've lived through decades of change, loss, love, war, technology, and survival. Accepting help now, whether from family, caregivers, or mobility tools, is not weakness, it's wisdom. The goal isn't to be independent forever. The goal is to be safe, respected, and supported. And sometimes, that means letting others carry a little of the weight, so you can enjoy more peace. Control may fade, but dignity doesn't have to. You are not a burden. You are a treasure. Aging past 80 is not easy. It's a time of deep reflection, change, and courage. Yes, your body is different. Yes, your world may feel smaller, but your value, your worth, that only grows. You've earned the right to rest, to be heard, to ask for help, and to be cared for with kindness, not pity. Let's quickly remember the 7 truths. 1. You move slower, and that's okay. 2. Friendships shrink, and loneliness is real. 3. Sleep patterns change. It's biology, not failure. 4. Memory shifts, but wisdom stays. 5. Medical care gets overwhelming. Be your own advocate. 6. You deserve to be spoken to, not around. 7. Letting go of control doesn't take away your dignity. If this video touched your heart, please share it with someone you love. Sometimes, just feeling seen makes all the difference. And if you want more honest, helpful health guidance made for you, not just about you, subscribe to Fit Elder. We're here to age with strength, dignity, and truth, because you still matter, and your best chapter might still be ahead.